Online radicalization's been the topic of discussion for quite some time now, and while we've done a much better job at spreading awareness, things have only gotten worse with the rising number of pipelines. At this point, they're bordering on inescapable. I wanted to bring that up because the YouTuber Volksgeist has been engaging in behavior that, to say the least, is disturbing, and I find it even more worrying how nobody's talking about it right now. Him defending Sneako's one thing, it's another for him to then defend Kanye West despite everything he's done. The moment he started doing that, I knew immediately that something was terribly wrong. Volksgeist seems to have this pattern of using tactics like downplaying, projection, deflection, weaponization, and gaslighting to manipulate his audience and villainize people, all while acting incredibly self-righteous and downright delusional. It's bad enough that some people try to use it as an excuse for their actions, and how this type of rhetoric's enabled by people like Volksgeist, as again, it only adds more stigma, and those who are just trying to live their lives in spite of what they're dealing with are literally being put in the same box as those who do terrible things. What I find the funniest and most bizarre is his blatant denial of him going down a pipeline, even though he makes it obvious that he is. It's almost on the same level as Eugenia Cooney being in denial of her declining health. We can all see it, yet for some reason she's the only one who can't. I can't help but ask myself, where are all the people who we used to associate with? Why aren't they coming forward and publicly condemning him for what he's doing? It just doesn't make any sense to me, especially since this dude has a pretty big platform and he's using it in such a grossly irresponsible way. And because of this, his channel's been suffering quite a lot, and rightfully so, in my opinion. Karma always finds you one way or another, and with this, people aren't having it. And he only has himself to blame. Now, before I end this video, I do want to point out a few things that stand out to me because they happen to paint a rather concerning picture of what might be going on in his personal life. Um, I know a lot of people want to simply brush them off as corny, and while I do understand why from the titles and thumbnails, these videos combined with what he's doing now, I'm sorry, there are just too many red flags to ignore.